force me to like sit up and stuff, and actually like have good posture for once.
Never.
I know, right? I never have good
Yeah.
posture. Isn't it like you have to have like your shoulders back or something like that? And I'm just like, no one sits like that.
I just always slouch way too much.
Yeah, I say.
It's my natural state of being.
I know. I feel like that's a lot of people. It's like no one teaches good posture anymore. So it's like, what is that? What even is it anymore?
Well, everyone wants to relax way more, so
Exactly. Because it's not it's not natural. The good posture is not natural, like feel.
No, but it's good for you.
I know it's good for you. It's just
People
not
should
natural.
have
It's just
better
not natural
posture.
though.
No, yeah.
What a weird tangent I went on. So, hello and welcome to another episode of It Never Ends. I'm Andrew. Over there's my good buddy Alex. How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm my voice sounds a bit different. I was a little sick this morning, so I apologize for that. But
we're coming off a game of a thrilling game of Twilight's Fall, which is a variant of Twilight Imperium, where you draft your factions and everything like that, and it was wild.
It was fucking fantastic. It was really, really cool. I did not understand just how much they cooked with that expansion until we played Twilight's Fall.
I was like, it sounds really cool, and I feel like you could have done some really cool things. And boy, were there some really cool things done. I had a really good combo, and I should have utilized it more.
Well, here's the thing. I want to count that yesterday's game as a DNF. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to call a winner because, like you said, that game easily... I think it could have gone on longer for 3 hours if we're going to be honest. Even if we were playing
easily.
like Speed Twilight Imperium.
Easily.
It's like you would have been able to shut Billy down. Cole would have made a comeback. I had a feeling that in a few turns I could eventually do something.
Yeah, I would have been right there too. It's like if I was trying a little bit harder, I wouldn't have told Cole. I was like, and about sticks basically, and so that was the point. Then I would still be up to 7 points. I would have scored at least one my secret objective, been up to 8, and then I could easily have done, the one of the tier 2s pretty much.
I think normally when we get to like the 10-hour mark of Twilight Imperium, it's like, okay, I'm ready to be done.
Yeah, we're all just like, all right, this is the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like not to get to that 10-hour mark if we can help it, but sometimes it can't be helped.
That one would have honestly gone on to like 14. It would have been a good game, but
goddamn,
good God,
yeah. Don't need that in my life.
No.
Like I was done after 10. I was just like, when I said it, I was just like, look, I think we're all pretty much done. I realized Billy and Ann are like the only ones that are actually could win.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was just like, do we think somebody's gonna win? And I was like looking at it more and more. I'm like, no. I don't think anyone's gonna win this round. So I'm sitting here going just like, unless I let Ann win this round is really what it came down to. I didn't want to do that.
That's why at the end of the night I kind of gave the concession of if we can keep going if you guys really insist on it, but we either need to play like Speed Twilight Imperium. It wasn't until later that you suggested like time limits.
Yeah.
I honestly wish I would have thought about that. But I was like, okay, otherwise we got to get rid of leadership. That means everybody, if we have leadership, these rounds are going to go on for fucking eternity.
Yeah.
Problem is that would skew the game way too much.
Exactly.
Just get rid of
one of the more important strategy cards that would not have been good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It is fine. We just need to play a little bit faster, I think, in the long run. I think had we been playing a little faster throughout the game, we definitely would have finished in, I think, easily an hour or two before.
I honestly think if our like main group did like a 4-man game, then maybe it'd go a bit faster.
Oh yeah. We could easily do that. I think we because like the week before we finished like what was it, 5-man game by like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we finished that super quickly.
Yeah. So what really sucks is that we've now tainted ourselves. We now like we can't play base Twilight Imperium anymore. We're gonna just find it boring. I feel like.
Yeah.
We were tainted.
I was a little surprised at the end of last night when Billy was like, "I'm ready to take a break from Twilight Imperium." It's like, oh,
yeah,
even he's getting a little.
It's the 25th game, and I feel like, and I feel like mainly because also his from the Sundays that I work, he seems like he's been pretty stressed out at work recently. So I think that's also a part of it.
I mean, the man works like 60 hours a week.
Yeah, along with on top of like a bunch of other
Taking...
stuff between a few of his employees, as well as life in general.
Taking care of a baby.
Yeah, exactly. It's like life in general. It's like it's just like, hey, sometimes I just want to take a little breather, a little break. I mean, that's why I was like, I was the same way before these last couple of games we played. I was just like, I'm a little burnt out, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna sit out. And then we ended up not doing that game, but
I mean, I personally, just want to play some board games that aren't Twilight Imperium.
Yeah, I just think when it comes down to it, we just don't want a whole day thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very easy to do with a game like that. You know what was really upsetting? Really upsetting though.
What?
Is that right in the middle when we were finishing out the game, the Brewers started playing, and in the second inning, the Brewers scored 7 runs, and I love how there was a clip of when Terang hit like a triple or something like that. There was a guy dressed up as a giant Pablo Sanchez sitting right next to the Brewers dugout.
You're kidding.
And he's got to be a baseball fan, or just like, I don't know if the backyard baseball people are just bought out a bunch of seats for him to sit there basically, or if it was just a fan doing that type thing. I really don't know. I don't think anyone has any clue, but because like the whole thing is that on Wednesday they're doing a Pablo Sanchez bobblehead giveaway, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, and it's really funny because it's like he hit the triple, and then right as that, he's just like, you can kind of see he's like relaxing or whatever, like probably like, it's hot in that fucking outfit or whatever, because it's like a giant inflatable thing, so it's probably pretty fucking hot in it. Mm-hmm. So he's just like leaning back, kind of just relaxing, and then you hear the crack of the bat, and then you see his head go. It's just like twishes, and he looks over, and it's just like, oh my god, he's like he got in that one. It's just a funny clip. I'll see if I can find it for you. But it's just like, it's like, oh, you see just a bunch of guys over there, like on the side behind the batter or whatever, and then there's just a big Pablo Sanchez, and you're just like, hell yeah. Isn't that fucking wonderful? Isn't that great? Like, come on. Isn't that wonderful?
That has to be some sort of like advertising.
It has to be a promotional thing, but like, oh my god,
that's so funny.
It's so funny. He sat there for like 7 innings of the 9, and I was like, oh my god. Look, if the Brewers are anything, they're nothing but entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so funny to watch in the game afterwards. I'm like, I missed that, and I'm like, the offense has kind of been.
How do you miss that?
Well, no, I missed seeing it live. Is really what it comes down to. And I was just like, oh man, I got back home, and it was like the 7th inning or something like that. The game was basically over. But
can you imagine being at that game, just seeing a giant Pablo's?
Oh, I would want a picture.
Me too.
A picture with the goat? Come on, man. He's the goat.
The absolute goat.
Do you know what's really funny? Is like the Brewers broadcast knew exactly who, like, Pablo. It's like, look, it's Pablo. It's the greatest baseball player of all time, basically.
No fucking way.
But it's really funny when you watch it from the Giants' perspective, because they're a bunch of just like really old dudes basically that do it, and they're like, I don't know who that guy is. Like, they legitimately were just like, who the heck is that? Like, what is going on? Like, they were wondering what the fuck was happening. I'm like, how the fuck do you not know who Pablo Sanchez is?
He's the best baseball player of all time.
He's the greatest to ever do it. Greatest athlete in the history of the world. Not even just baseball. It's like all the sports. Oh man,
The
I was
all-timer,
just like,
the
man, you
legend.
guys have no fun.
Dude, I was telling you this yesterday when you told me about like how great the backyard sports series of games were.
Oh, they're so good.
I
They're so much fun.
Oh yeah, so good. I tried them like I said, I tried them for the first time recently.
When they
So much
announced a
fun.
comeback, I was like, fuck yes. That was like, I was just like, I don't care if I'll even play them or whatever, much or whatever. I'm just glad they exist because they're fucking phenomenal. If not, they're worth a good laugh, and that's what's the most fun
Yeah.
about it. I loved when they put out the like the old games or whatever, and people were just like making videos of like, oh, old guy, like crotchety streamer screams at kids or whatever playing baseball, and I'm just like, it's so funny. Oh man,
One of the top reviews is just Pablo. Pablo Sanchez, nicknamed the Secret Weapon.
mm-hmm.
His birthday is August 18th.
Yep,
I share a birth month with the legend.
with the legend himself.
Pablo does not speak any English, it seems, but he knows the language of baseball and knows it well.
Oh
Simply
yes,
put, the kid is good. His stats are fucking absurd.
every game,
It feel
every game.
it feels like cheating putting him on your team.
Nah,
Almost.
you always got to take the goat. He's the goat. Even in backyard football, when they have Tom Brady in the game, no. Pablo Sanchez is still my quarterback. You can't. Tom Brady, who the fuck's that guy?
They put Tom Brady in backyard football.
Are you really that
kidding
surprised
me?
by that? they
A little, yeah.
put like Barry Bonds and like Ken Griffey Jr. and all those and like base in the backyard baseballs.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he was in one of those games, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was one of the obviously the later games, but like whatever.
God, I love this era of like old PC games. So good.
Yeah.
New one comes out in just 5 weeks from now.
God damn. Yep. You ready to take the backyard circuit by storm?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I buried the lead enough. I was like, today was the PlayStation State of Play. We were kind of both watching it a little bit.
Yeah.
Right to it. What'd you think?
So, I thought it was fine. I thought it was cool. Some neat stuff there.
Yeah.
Obviously, the thing that got my attention the most was Control Resident. I'm still super fucking looking forward to that game.
Yeah. I was like, I kind of just skipped past a lot of the Wolverine stuff because I didn't really care about it. But
I think the game looks fun. Like if they asked me to spend $80 on that, there's like absolutely no fucking way.
yeah.
I think it looks fine, but it's basically like a non-open world version of like Spider-Man or Batman. And like it's the same general concept, just with just like more on rails, which is fine. I'm not sure how much I want to spend on that. It's the thing.
Yeah, it's not like Spider-Man and stuff like that. It doesn't have the I don't know appeal of it. I was like Wolverine's cool,
Well,
I guess, but he's never been one of my more favorite heroes.
Well, the reason I say that is like once it's kind of like the it's a little like the old newer God of War games, right? Where it's like, yeah, you'll get done with the main campaign, but once you're done with that, it's like, what do you really do? There's really nothing to come back for after the main story is done.
Yeah, that's fair.
I still think it looks really, really cool. I love the X-Men. I think the game is going to be like a legit cool, fun game, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it is what it is. Just because we're not excited doesn't mean that it's not good.
we just have different tastes. Is the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I find it. I do want to acknowledge it's a little hypocritical that I talked all this shit about open world games the last couple of episodes, and here I am, putting down
Saying it's not open world, and
putting down like a linear story based game, and propping up Control Resident, which is an open world game.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm dumb. Don't listen to anything I have to say. Everybody listening to this podcast.
It's about how it's done, right? Like it's not always about like, oh, whether it's open world or not. It's about how the open world's done. And sometimes it could be good or sometimes it can be bad.
Yeah.
Is it an open world to waste a bunch of time, or is it open world to make it feel like it's more of a world?
Well, I'm not saying like it. I'm not also gonna say like Wolverine looks bad by any means.
Oh no, I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to get at either.
Yeah, I think the game is. I want to make that clear here. I think the game is going to be very, very good. I'm just not convinced I'm going to want to spend like $70-$80 on it.
Me neither.
When it releases.
Me neither.
Was there anything at the state of play that really like stood out to you? Like, oh, this looks freaking sick.
The Dynasty Warriors 3 remake.
Are you a Dynasty Warriors
guy?
guy?
Oh yeah, I love the Dynasty Warriors series.
Really?
Yeah.
That I did not know about you. I
haven't played a lot of the recent games, but back in the PlayStation 2 days, oh man, that was like one of my favorite games to play.
One of my favorite games on the PS Vita, funnily enough, was Dynasty Warriors 8. I fucking ran that thing out, dude.
Did you ever play Dynasty Warriors 3? I think that's one of the better ones.
No, actually.
Oh my god, they're remastering it and it looks phenomenal.
Perfect time to get into.
I think it comes out. I think it comes out like early September as well. So I was like, I don't see it here, but
I feel like all of these games are coming out sometime in September.
Well, they're coming out September or next year.
Yeah, it was a lot of September.
There's a lot of fall release dates, or they weren't. They didn't have release dates, or it was like sometime next year. Fuck it.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So obviously, Control Resident was like your favorite. This was a new trailer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I also want to point out some new things that was said by Remedy's new CEO recently. I'm a little. We can talk about this next week, but I'm a little concerned about how he says he wants to make more games that appeal to like the larger market, which is understandable. You just got to do it well. I don't want Remedy to lose their unique like Remedy identity. At the same time, he made a comment about it releasing so close to the release of the new GTA, and they were asking him like, are you guys worried like this is going to impact sales in the long term for Control Resident? And he actually said no. If anything, I feel like it's going to bring more eyes to Control, because I want to know something people are going to be looking to get new video games, I guess. Something.
I don't know. There'll be a lot of. I think I know the general. What he's trying to go for. Basically, it's like, oh, when you release next to GTA, nothing else is going to release other than GTA, and for people who aren't interested in GTA 6, like they'll be looking for a game basically, and I think he's been kind of saying it's like, oh, Control could be that game.
Remedy's new CEO wants to deliver sustained value to her players, partners, and shareholders. Enshittification incoming. Yeah, I'm not super excited about that at all. Let's see. Alan Wake and Control. GTA 6 will raise the tide. It's a year, I believe, that's going to raise the tide. It's going to put the spotlight on even more games than maybe in past years. Hopefully GTA will sell consoles and raise the tide for all players out there. For us, it's less about trying to make money back in the first few days. Now that you've got multiple ways to have a longer tail, it's going to be fun. You can expect quality from us. You can expect a voice that will cut through the noise, expects us to be as loud as we can, and hopefully pique people's interest. We're not going to play it safe.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
You're just like, yeah, even if like initial sales aren't very good, it's like, give it some time and they'll be. He has faith that they'll, be where they want to be by the end of it.
what I'm getting from that is it's going to encourage more people to go out and buy the new consoles, like the new Xbox, the new PlayStation, or a Steam Deck or something like that. And from those sales, once people are done, quote unquote, playing the new GTA or want to play something else, they'll look to other games they released recently, like Control Resonant.
Mm-hmm.
Is effectively what I got from that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We can talk more about this interview next week, but I just thought that was a fun thing to quick bring up. Because a lot of these games, I feel like... So, GTA 6 is in November, right?
That is the current release date. We still haven't gotten, pre-orders or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me really interested, because it's like, well, we're still like 5 months away. This is about the time where it's like you normally see pre-orders happen if the game was done, which makes me believe that the game might actually be delayed again, which is obviously not what people want.
I heard a rumor that it's going to the pre-orders are going to open up during Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't surprise me, and that definitely wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, because if I think exactly Rockstar would wait until after the Summer Games Fest, whether or not GTA 6 is going to have pre-orders, or whether or not, I think that was where it was, and then was the Summer Games Fest probably going to be like where they'd probably show off a trailer and announce it? I would have to believe so.
Yeah.
If it's truly coming out this what did I say, in this November release date? Yeah, I would think so.
Mm-hmm. You would hope so. They did say, I think someone from Rockstar Take-Two did come out and say that they're going to market this one a little differently, which I'm not exactly sure what that's referring to. He does say he's not going to buy... He does say that he's not going to buy, like, TV commercials or, like...
Yeah, because he realizes that TV is not where, most people that are gaming actually watch stuff. Like, if you watch it... Legitimately, if you're out watching TV, you're probably watching sports. Because that's most of the time, I feel like, the only reason TV still exists.
Yeah.
There'll probably be a lot of, like, YouTube ads or something of that sort. You almost wonder, does a game like GTA 6 even really have to market itself?
It doesn't at all. It would still sell, like, bucket loads.
Exactly. It's like, does it really even need to? You could put out, like, a 10-second ad and it would be just as effective.
It's a game at the State of Play that really, I'm sorry, kind of circling back to State of Play, that really kind of caught my attention.
What's that?
What did you think of The Lost Wild?
Let me remind myself what that one is. Oh, that one. I thought for sure it was a Jurassic Park.
I thought, because I know they're making a new Jurassic Park.
Exactly. That's why I thought it was Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Gave me so much vibes of Jurassic Park that all of a sudden it was just like, yeah, this is Jurassic Park. You thought it was Jurassic Park, you fucking idiots.
I like that we're finally getting games that understand, like, dinosaurs are fucking scary, and a survival horror starring dinosaurs would be fucking great. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it looks solid.
Actually, like, yeah.
Well, I have to ask. What did you think of the God of War game?
Man, our first God of War without Kratos, and it can't even go to Atreus.
Nope.
My man is getting screwed over at every turn.
Don't worry.
Uh,
This is the greater universe they're setting up, right?
uh, sure. It looks cool. I'm not gonna
It looks
deny
fine.
that. I think what everybody was kind of hoping for, me included, was Kratos goes to Egypt, starts fighting the gods of Egypt, that kind of thing. So we're still in Norse mythology, and now we're playing as Lofri, fighting her way through, I guess, the land of the
Valhalla or
dead.
whatever, overworld or underworld or whatever. I don't know. This is afterlife.
Didn't we go? Didn't we go to both Valhalla and the underworld though?
I
So
don't know.
what else is there though? Then
Who knows? They called it the afterlife or whatever. So I was just like, okay.
didn't Kratos go to the afterlife though? That's the thing.
Mm.
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. It
As
looks
she
good.
seemingly makes her way to the afterlife to face gods of different mythologies who aren't happy she's there. So I guess she's in a realm of dead gods.
Yeah, I mean
I
they
guess.
called it the afterlife of the gods basically. So I was just like, and looking at considering the green lady and the red guy, I'm like, those don't
Mhm.
look Norse mythology. Those look like there was something of different mythologies.
I thought they were going. My initial impression was like Aztec, right?
I was
First
thinking
looking at some of that
Aztec,
stuff.
slightly maybe even Indonesian or maybe even Egyptian. Not really
Yeah,
sure. I'm not really sure. In essence, I'm sure somebody knows or has an
that
idea, but I
and
definitely
that
don't. I'm not smart enough for that.
and that red demon thing looked like an oni from Japan. It's
See, yeah, that's what I thought. The two, I was like, is this an oni from Japanese, like, I don't know, mythology, I guess.
then you had the cube from Dungeons and Dragons with a sword.
Yeah, with the sword, and then I was just like, huh, okay. And then they kept like ominously hinting towards, you don't know the sword that you wield or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's a lot. I'm not.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
I mean, I think it looks cool. I'm still a little. I guess I have mixed feelings on it. Basically,
I'm sure the story will be fine, will be good or whatever. It's just like
yeah.
the gameplay has never really interested in me. Is really what it comes down to.
I thought the last two God of War games were fine. I enjoyed my time with those, so why not? I guess.
Yeah, why not?
I'm just I'm just a little surprised this is the direction they decided to take with it.
Eh.
Um, Until Dawn too.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
that literally was like what? But
Yeah,
it's happening during the day. How can you say it's until dawn? But they're struggling in the day.
I don't know.
Like you have so many games that are different names. Were you just like, I don't know what to call this, so it's until dawn, or because it's like the one guy from the first game is like
Mhm.
apparently like hunting these people? I guess it looks like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough about these fucking games.
I th- sure, why not? I
Fuck it.
think I think I thought Until Dawn was fine. I thought The Quarry was fine. I've never been like super into any of these games. I think they're cool,
They were
I
fun
guess.
plays, and then I was just like, all right, moving on.
There was an uncomfortable amount of emphasis on the sex scenes
A little bit.
in that one trailer.
Well, they're supposed to be like, what is it, like spring break people or something like that, or like vacationing like horny teenagers or some shit.
I don't know. I do not need to see the sex appeal and the advertising of the horror thing. Because Until Dawn is horror, right? It's supposed to be
I
scary,
mean, I think it's supposed to be because I thought it was in it's supposed to be like old
like a
school horror
slasher.
esque, basically like slasher, where it's just like, oh, two people go off and have sex or whatever, and they end up fucking dead. I don't know.
Basically, yeah.
I just remember in the first game it was like there was one lady and a dude that like went off or whatever, and so like this little
Mhm.
like other cabin thing or whatever, and then when they think that like it's like people fucking around with them basically. And he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go fuck, and we're gonna have loud, crazy sex and stuff like that. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then stuff like that. And then she like closes the door, and then the monster like grabs her and pulls her out of the door. I'm like, yeah, I mean that's what you get.
Yeah. What was your impression of No Rest for the Wicked? I know you're not much of a Souls person, but I got sort of like some Diablo vibes from watching that trailer.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm really. It's just kind of annoying to watch like the same, what feels like the same game being made with like similar art styles and stuff like that, and it's just kind of like, oh, what'd you think of that? And I'm like, I don't know, it's fine, Souls game, so it sells and stuff like that, and people will rant about it for about a week, and then it'll be forgotten. Generally how I feel. I feel like this is just like we're in the phase where it's just like every game developer feels the need to make a Souls game to make for appeal, and then everyone just goes, oh yeah, it's Souls, it's fine, it's good.
Yeah.
So like everyone loves Soul games. I'm like, I'm so fucking tired of these fucking games. I've never been really a fan of them type thing or whatever. I play the original Souls game, like the Dark Souls, and I was like, it's fine, it was good. I'm good.
The gameplay isn't the good thing about Dark Souls. Are we ready to have that discussion? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
The best part of those games is how they, do their world building, is how they portray their story, and how it's like subtly hinted at, and like the items you come across and like the environments that you go through. It's like the gameplay is good for what it is, but it's like I feel like if it was just like a typical hack and slasher, the games would be just as good. I feel like the difficult quote unquote gameplay is just like the icing on top of an already well cooked cake.
Do you also think that like because of like the hard or difficulty of it turns it into a much longer game because of that?
I think so. To an extent.
Yeah.
I think that's ultimately what gives those games, their infamy of being like the hardest games of all time, must conquer the hardest game. Ah. So it's like you have the chuds that go there for like the really difficult gameplay loop, and all the actual like story enjoyers go there, deal with it for the really good story.
Mm-hmm. Again, how many people do you think could really tell you the story of Dark Souls?
So many. If like Souls fans, there are entire YouTube channels dedicated to Souls lore, dude.
That's fair.
There's so much out there. Once you get onto Elden Ring, it's like, don't even get me fucking started. You'd have people talking for days.
Fair enough. I feel like I've asked people that, but in the past, and I was just like, and then they just go, I don't really know, honestly. And I'm just like, really? You don't know at all? Like, why do you play these games? Oh, because
you have to.
I feel like a real Chad when I do it, and I go, shut up.
I feel like I hate people like that so much, because there is like legitimately interesting lore there. You just kind of got to go digging for it.
I don't want to dig. I just want to cut stuff down and stuff like that.
You want to have the story told for you instead of like having to go look for it.
Exactly.
Because in terms of what your character is actually doing, it's not a lot.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
You're very in. I think every game aside from like Elden Ring, you're very insignificant to the events of everything that's going on.
I don't know. There's a part of me that just wants like every developer making a Souls-like game. It feels like to just like, can we just stop, please? I feel like we're all just making the same game over and over and over again.
It's a marketing tactic.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It's following trends and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm just so sick of it.
Me too. Speaking of games that follow trends to their extreme detriment, Marathon.
Marathon did happen.
Yeah. We're getting a second season called Nightfall. Some new maps, I guess a new character, some new weapons.
So do we still think that Destiny 2 is going to have more player base than Marathon?
Yes. Sony, you fucking suck at this.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm just gonna be perfectly blunt. You guys suck massive dick when in terms of like the live service, model that you so desperately wanted to go for. All of your games have failed. The only like minor success here has been Marathon. I find it so. So let's talk about something related to this. I want to go over. So June 19th is the last day of the last update for Destiny 2, right?
Yep.
But as of right now, like basically all of like, oh, I thought I'd lost you there for a second again. Basically, all of the like major Destiny players are going to come back and log in on June 19th to kind of be like, hey, Sony, you can just, keep updating Destiny 2, give us, a better story expansions, improve the onboarding experience, stop, locking off old content, and, you still really have something here.
But Alex, it's not Sony. It's that the Bungie doesn't want to make the game anymore.
I'm just not confident that's true.
I agree.
At the exact same time, if I were Sony or Bungie and I'm placing my bets on either Marathon or Destiny 2 to preserve the longevity of Bungie as a studio, I definitely would go back hard into Destiny 2 and give like a skeleton crew to Marathon. Not that I'd think Marathon's a bad game necessarily, but it does not have the widespread appeal that I'm pretty sure they were convinced it was going to.
I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with Marathon. They're making Marathon at all. It's just that you could have both games realistically if you just gave Bungie enough support to have both games. But I don't know if that's Bungie doesn't want to make more Destiny 2. Maybe that's part of it, but I also feel like it's just like that Sony's just like, hey, no, we don't want you to do this other thing because you've been doing it for a long time. We want this other thing because you can start from the ground up, basically. And I'm just like, fuck no.
We want you making new games.
Exactly. We need new games. We don't need the same thing of the same thing because and stuff like that. I'm like, why? Who gives a shit? Nah, I don't know.
The thing is too, with all these games, they do want to reach like mass market appeal.
Yeah,
and I think so. There's something there. With Arc Raiders is like a great example of that. The problem is that Arc Raiders does things a lot differently than Marathon does them. They put a lot more eggs into the co-op / PvE aspect. Like there's still the PvP stuff in Arc Raiders, don't get me wrong. That's absolutely there. It's just like the co-op PvE elements are a lot more, I think, emphasized in Arc Raiders, which is absolutely something that I think Marathon could benefit from. That maybe putting like a bit more actual story in the seasons. And from what I hear, like the onboarding experience, like new players for a Marathon is just absolutely abysmal. Like, if you're coming in mid-season, it's like, just forget it. There's no point in even queuing a matchup. So
not even worth trying.
Because I think the way it works is that at the start of the season, you can start collecting gear and leveling up your guy. And that just keeps going until the end of the season. Problem is if you're a new player and you're joining in like mid-season, you're just going to get steamrolled by a bunch of people that have a bunch more shit than you.
Well, that doesn't tell me that they have great matchmaking either, too. Because it's just like, It's like, oh, you should be onboarded with people that are like, I don't know, is there like a gear ranking system, or does it like tell your guns or something like that, or does it just like put you in a queue and it's Wild West out there?
It doesn't help that right now, even still, Bungie 2, Destiny 2 still has more.
Are we talking about this is Bungie 2 at this point?
Destiny 2 still has more concurrent players than the current state of Marathon.
And it's like, look, Destiny's had a lot longer lead up and everything like that. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot more people that have been fans or whatever. We got to give it its fair shake. But at the same point, it's like Marathon is the new game that they were hoping that I think a lot of people from Destiny would go over to, and it just hasn't happened.
It's just too different of an experience. You can't expect people to just pick up something new like that.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of like the hardcore Destiny fans aren't interested in the Marathon universe, yet you've written all this lore and gotten people so invested in the Destiny universe. You've been doing this for years, and now you're just saying, yeah, we're abandoning that thing, come try out our new thing. It's like, no, I like my old thing. I want more of my old thing.
Give me the old thing back.
Exactly.
It's like we weren't done with it yet. I don't know.
I'm not currently optimistic because they're also laying off like a fucking shit ton of people again at Bungie. I hate to be that guy. I'm not optimistic for the future of that studio.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are kind of feeling that with the recent news of Bungie and everything like that. Can't say I necessarily blame them because I think I'd feel the same way if I was interested in like, a lot of those games or anything like that, and I was like, yeah.
So yeah, interesting state of play. Is there anything else from that you wanted to talk about?
Not really. It's like wasn't a whole lot I was like super interested in. Is it okay? Real fast though. Does the Dune Awakening stuff like game just look like dog shit to you as it does to me? Because I don't know. I don't think it looks very good.
Dune Awakening is dog shit. The game is already out.
I know.
It's dog shit.
That's why I was just like, this is the game that's already out, right? Yeah, it's a console announcement, and I'm like, it looks like utter dog shit. I don't know.
The funniest thing is, it's like, okay, so how are they riding a bike on the desert without getting chased by sandworms?
Great question.
And then you figure out that they changed out like a bunch, and I mean a bunch of the, Dune lore.
Oh, you know the thing
better,
that everyone will love that you just changed?
That to like better fit this, online survival game. So it's like, jump into the world of Dune. It's like, well, this isn't the world of Dune if you're changing the world of Dune.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Like maybe it'll do well with the release of the new Dune movie, but
I mean, if people already know it's not very good, I can't imagine a lot of people are very interested in going to play it. If the reputation is already like, wow, this kind of stinks, it's like I can't imagine it's going to get that much better.
I like how in the trailer, basically, one of the vehicles was glitching out and the wings weren't moving.
Well, what I noticed, I was like, because I had never seen gameplay of that or whatever, it was like the fighting or whatever was just super fucking clunky and everything like that. And like everything just looked so, I don't know, robotic almost.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. You can tell they spent a lot of time in the animation on that one. How is it so hard to make good games of like franchises that people like really love? You know, it's like Dune,
I don't know.
Lord of the Rings. I don't fucking know. Like I was like, feel like there's so many good franchises like Star Wars, and like there's like majority of the games are shit.
Majority, yes.
There's some standouts.
Yeah. Like you got things like Battlefront or the Jedi Survivor?
The Jedi Survivor, Fallen Order.
Yeah. And for like Lord of the Rings, obviously you have the Shadow of Mordor games, the absolute goats that for some reason Monolith never wants to come back to.
Well, I think it was more of WB never wanted to go back to for some damn reason.
Idiots.
I mean, I mean, we've hammered this point time and time again, but I will still say it every time because they're fucking idiots about patenting the fucking the fucking Nemesis system and killing off any future games that would have been fucking amazing to have with any other franchise. Do an Arkham game for God fucking sakes.
So yeah.
Anyways. It's like, yeah, but we can have like Spider-Man games and Batman games, even though there's not been a good Batman game recently. Hey, but what about Lego Batman? Lego Batman was good, I heard.
I heard that one was actually pretty good, yeah. Aren't they working on a new Dark Knight, or am I going fucking crazy?
I mean, they might be, but who the fuck knows? Who cares? I feel like ever since Gotham City or whatever, I was like, it's been kind of downhill for that franchise.
Arkham Origins was okay.
It was
Arkham
okay.
Knight was
It wasn't great though.
I heard Arkham Knight was just a mess.
Yeah.
And obviously, and then what was it like? Arkham Knights, like the Batman co-op game that you got to play as Nightwing or whatever. Gotham Knights.
Yeah. It's like that, and then it was like, and then went to Suicide Squad, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they are working on a new untitled Batman game.
Well, let's hope.
Were they the ones that were also going to release the Wonder Woman game? Like, or was that Crystal Dynamics?
I thought it was Crystal Dynamics, or was that, or no, Insomnia wasn't working on that, right? Because they were working on the Wolverine.
They do Marvel, not DC.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
mixing my DC and Marvel on all of a sudden.
So Monolith, it was going to be made by Monolith, and since that studio is dead, so is that game.
Yep. Thanks, WB. You really just had to fuck it all up. You had everything.
Wasn't Monolith the developer for the Shadow of Mordor games too? Fucking morons. I hate it this so much.
Like, you see what I mean? It's just like, man, I just don't even know what to say anymore.
This industry is so cooked.
It's like, gotta make money, but we did make money. Yeah, you didn't make enough money, so we're gonna fucking kill you. And I'm just like, okay, all right. Well, all right. Well, hey, now I don't have to work under your fucking dumbass. I'm gonna make my own studio and then do it better.
Basically,
that's kind of what's happening with a lot of like, it was like, you always hear about former devs of this, big AAA game or whatever that people loved, or before it was like ruined or killed off for inexplicable reasons. And then I would say like at least 50% of the time you'll deliver at least a solid game.
I think so, yeah.
At least 50%. Now I was like, I don't know all of them, but I would bet you more often than not they probably was like, oh, this is a pretty cool game.
What did you think of the trailer for Silent Hill Townfall? I know you've never been a big Silent Hill guy, but
I mean, I played Silent Hill 2 and that's about it.
The new one or the old one?
The old one.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I did not know that you played that game.
It was a long time ago. I honestly barely remember much of anything. It looks fine. It's definitely creepy.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. It would just feel weird. I was like, I'm just so not interested in majority of games, and I go, I mean, it looks good, but I just don't really care about it.
Yeah,
it's just my problem. I was like, I don't play enough games or am interested enough in these franchises that I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out and play them and I'm gonna love them, and I'm like, I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine, and people love it, and I'm cool if it is, and I'm glad it will be.
I kind of. Speaking of which, we did a lot of talking about Crimson Desert. Once Evan eventually gets around to that game, I want to hear his input on it. Because if you know our buddy Evan, he has some wild takes.
He definitely has some wild takes about some games. Between some games and movies, and I'm just like, man, I don't how Okay. You like what you like, I guess. I don't know.
Speaking of movies, you want to move on and talk about some movies that came out recently?
Oh, I guess so.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Indeed.
From a resident Star Wars guy. What did you think of Mando and Grogu?
It was like a 6.5 out of 10. I'm glad I watched it, but I was like, it's fine. That was my non-spoiler review, I guess.
I still stand by, like, it felt like watching...
I mean, yeah, it's like watching a season of The Mandalorian, basically, in one long take, pretty much. Like, if you were binge watching a full season of The Mandalorian, you basically just did it.
Sure. It's like, yeah,
See, here's the thing is...
I had fun with it.
I think my main complaint with it is that I think it would have been a great movie to introduce the characters of Mando and Grogu, and then you can tie in their backstory as they kind of like gone on. But these are established characters, which is what made it so weird. You know what I mean? I'm like, it wasn't like, oh, who is this Mandalorian and what is this little baby Yoda over here? I guess his name is Grogu. Okay, and stuff like that. And I'm like, but we know these characters. We've had 3 seasons of them. Like, I don't know. It's whatever. Also, I just want to say this as well. I think I say it all the time. They should not have killed Cad Bane in the Book of Boba Fett. But for fuck's sakes, I was like, I literally leaned over to my brother as we were watching the movie. I'm like, imagine that the bounty hunter that kidnapped Din Djarin was like Cad Bane, and we could have had some great banter between one another instead of him just going like, "Hey, you should let me out of here, otherwise I'm going to kill you," type thing. And he goes, "Yeah, shut up," and then he just shocks him, and then he falls back asleep because he gets shocked. And I'm just like, wow, this was so useful and everything like that.
I just feel like the entire story was just so pointless in terms of like the Star Wars universe.
Thank you.
It's like, oh yeah, it's the descendants of Jabba the Hutt. Who gives a fuck? It's like after the original trilogy, what does Jabba do? What does his empire really do?
I was like, he's dead technically, and so it's like left to the twins basically, who, are doing stuff or whatever. And it's like, it was cool. It was kind of cool. I was like, oh, that they were like, he was hunting down the Hutt. That was basically like, because that was in the original animated movie of the Clone Wars. That was like the Hutt that Anakin and Ahsoka saved, and that was him grown up. No, that was him grown up.
Yeah, no, wasn't the bounty hunter in Mando and Grogu like the one with like the big hat? I cannot think of his name right now. Isn't this his first like appearance in live action?
Yes, I believe so. And I don't even think he had a fucking name.
I think that was like a big part of the marketing. It's like, oh, he's finally in a live action movie.
Again, if it was Cad Bane, it would have been so much better because it was like a really established character, and it would have been really cool to have the banter between 1 and 2 of them. But no! And he could have like been like, "Oh, I've encountered your kind before," type thing or whatever.
Let's see if I can't figure out his name, because I'm positive that he does have one.
I mean, I'm sure he does. I just can't think of it, nor do I care enough. They don't say it in the fucking movie.
No.
They just call him Bounty Hunter the whole fucking time.
Embo. He was from...
It's like, where was
I don't think... Was it Rebels or was it Clone Wars that he was in?
I bet you it was Clone Wars. Because
Okay.
Rebels didn't have much about mercenaries for a majority of the time.
Embo. Yeah, he was in Clone Wars.
Yeah, I was like, Clone Wars had multiple, I don't know, arcs or episodes where they were dealing with bounty hunters or mercenaries just doing stuff for Sidious or the Separatists at random times. So it was like, it would not surprise me. don't know. Although, it's overall general view of it is pretty much exactly what you said. It's like it just didn't do anything
For Star Wars.
It didn't push anything forward. It didn't really do anything. It just kind of like, and that's why I say it's like it would have been a good introductory story if these were new characters, but they weren't.
It didn't leave me wanting more Mandalorian and Grogu. Basically,
yeah, I just went, oh, cool.
Like,
what the fuck was the point of this?
I'll watch another season. I really want there to be another movie because, like we've been saying this whole time, it's like Moana 2. They took a season of the TV show and they condensed it into a film.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be another season of Mandalorian?
Oh, I'm sure there will be because I'm sure the movie made made money. It is making money.
They still haven't sold through those AT Walker popcorn buckets.
Really?
At the theater I'm at, by the way, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, part of the reason I imagine is because they're trying to charge $80 fucking for those things.
You know, that'll do it.
And they're hideous.
I was like, they don't sound like they would be that interesting. I don't know about that interesting, but like that worth it especially for that price.
I mean, how is that a popcorn bucket? Like, first and foremost, can't you just have, like, I don't know, Mando's helmet as a popcorn bucket,
or have Baby Yoda's head?
Just like the hatch of an AT Walker. It's like, where are you even supposed to set that?
Nowhere. On your lap, and then go, man, why the fuck is this thing on my lap?
If you forget about it for even a second, that thing's going to tip over.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to break because it's broken, shitty China plastic.
Woo!
And you're going to be so upset that you spent $80 on that.
Yep.
Trash. Wasn't there one, like a popcorn bucket for Avatar Fire and Ash that looked like the flying thing from those movies?
Oh, was there? I didn't look into it or care enough.
I never saw one because it was sold out by the time I went to that movie, but yeah. The Leviathan, I think, is what it's called.
The Leviathan.
Also, have you seen The Backrooms yet?
I've not. I think I'm gonna try and see him sometime this week. Maybe this weekend or something like that. I hear it's pretty good.
I really loved it. It's oddly enough the third horror video game movie that came out this year.
I know, isn't that something?
Well, not really a video game.
It's more of like a, I don't know, a creepypasta, internet mystery type thing. I don't know.
The Backrooms is like an internet creepypasta type thing, but the movie is based directly off the found footage YouTube series.
Yeah, like short films, basically.
Made by Kane Pixels, who is only 19, by the way.
Yeah, I remember reading like stories about how like the studio had to like talk to the kids' like parents to get him to agree to, so they could work with him, basically. And I'm just like, damn. You know, most kids at that age, you think, oh man, I gotta get ready for like what am I doing after high school, like college, or is do I gotta am I trying to find a job here? I'm
making a fucking movie.
I'm making a fucking movie over here, dude. One that will resonate with a bunch of younger kids too. It's like the fact is like I had my my coworkers like talking to me. I was like, have you heard of this movie called The Backrooms? My kids are like all obsessed about it. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess you wouldn't know, but it's like, trust me, a lot of younger kids probably do. Especially for the age that like, especially like kids that are like his kids were like in high school. So it's like, I think they would definitely know, or at least be interested in it. Nah,
I thought it was fantastic. The main complaint I see a lot of people have is it kind of gets a little over the top weird in the last, quarter, which I understand to an extent. I still really enjoyed it. A lot of people thought it was really too slow, which it's an atmospheric horror film. It's like, no fucking shit.
Exactly.
It's like I'm sure you thought Blair Witch Project was also boring.
Like it's moments like that. I'm just like, yeah, it's like people just don't have, I don't know, the patience or.
Patience is the big thing.
Patience is the big thing, but also just like they don't understand the story. They just want to see the big monster or
big monster pop up and go
oh geez and then he dies or whatever. And then they want to like a conclusive end, and I'm like, no, that's not what you're always going to get. It's like, funny enough, majority of movies don't do that. Just because your brain's rotted from TikTok and other shit, it's like.
iPad kids. Fucking crazy.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
No, there's not a single jump scare in the movie, like, at all.
Yeah. It's all just like atmosphere and, what's lurking around the corner potentially.
So good. Backrooms was such a good movie.
That's how it is. Like, if you know anything about the Backrooms, I'm like, it's just like that's. I feel like it was a good representation without even seeing the film. It's just like I could just tell it watching the trailer that I was like, I think this is going to be a really good representation of like what the Backrooms kind of could be or whatever. And then you got those fucking like, what was it, like puritists or whatever that were like, oh, about like this is the Backrooms, like there's no monsters in the Backrooms and stuff like that. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
The OG story from the Backrooms is a paragraph long. People are going to have different interpretations of
exactly. Do you know what I found out recently about that though? Is that the original picture for that is actually from Appleton, Wisconsin.
Here in Wisconsin, baby.
I didn't fucking know that.
I figured that out only like a couple months ago when everyone else was like, we found it. It was one of those people that has been going around trying to find like the locations of all the OG Backrooms images.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so fucking cool. I wonder if that's still up.
It's not. I was like, apparently it was a place under construction, so it no longer exists. I think.
Oh man.
I remember I was listening to the Redwood podcast because they were doing like their theory about the Backroom because with the movie coming out they wanted to do that, and they were just talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, it's from like the original like picture is from Appleton, Wisconsin. I was just like, fucking really? I didn't know that. So I thought that was really wild.
A former furniture store, Roner's Home Furnishings in Oshkosh.
Oshkosh, that's right. It wasn't Appleton.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was the other fun fact I learned too. Is like Harry Houdini is technically from Appleton, Wisconsin. Not from. He claims he's from it, but he's not. He just grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. I didn't know that part either. Random facts of the day.
Yeah. God, if they want to rebuild that store, it's like looking at other images of the old store. It's very Backrooms-esque. Like, let me send you this other one that's also from the exact same place. It's a WebBP file, so hopefully it actually shows the fuck up. I hate getting pictures from the internet, dude.
I know. It used to be so easy, and now it's like, what the fuck do you mean?
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely.
Look at how fucking creepy that shit looks.
That is a creepy. Like without any context, I'm like, yeah, I'd be unsettled if I was in here.
Don't you want to buy furniture from this store?
Now, don't you want to work the night shift and be the only one there too, doing all the stuff? And I'm like, fuck. No.
That's actually. I just had my fucking mind blown because where the Backrooms was found in the new movie too, I guess kind of spoiler alert, but is in the trailer basically, is in the basement of a furniture store.
I mean, yeah,
So how
I assume that's on purpose.
I didn't realize that at first. Like I said, I'm stupid, so it's a cool reference.
I don't know, man. I always just look at it going like,
Mm.
there's too many of these like these types of games, right? Like that are just like these like indie horror games that are like have like a super interesting premise or whatever, and don't really do a whole lot or whatever. Yeah,
It's done gangbusters for A24 though. I think it's one of their most profitable films ever up
yeah.
until this point,
I mean,
which is
just the idea
insane to
of the
think
back
about.
rooms is going to, I feel like, bring a lot of people in, whether or not they think it's good or not. But then you get like a person that's known for doing these types
But
of these types of things or whatever. It's like
mm,
all the more reason that I think people are going to get more and more interested in it. All I know is there's like a bunch of other like indie horror games that could use movies like these. That I think it would be really interesting if they did.
funnily enough, if you would have asked me, I would have said, "Oh yeah, I think they should make a movie out of Exit 8. That'd be awesome." And then lo and behold, we got that movie this year
About
too.
that, it's like
Dude, horror fans are fucking. I know. I think I said this in a previous podcast. We are fucking eating.
are you feasting right now?
Because we still have like the Evil Dead Burn coming out later, and that looks fucking sick. Have you seen the trailer for that movie?
No.
Oh my god. It looks so fucking cool. I'm so excited for that movie.
I've never actually watched The Evil Dead, so like any of them.
Dude, you're missing out. So badass. I gotta tell Billy that we're gonna want to sit you down and show you basically like fucking all of them.
Fair enough.
You weren't there here when we did the whole like Evil Dead movie marathon where I fucking
I didn't. I was
crashed
not.
crashed the fuck out on edibles.
I was not.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't have to see me like that. It was so bad. So embarrassing story for the podcast. Um, Something that me and my friends, at least we used to do a whole lot, was get high and watch movies. So what I need to do is because I can't. I'm really bad at limiting myself, especially with alcohol. Like I'm sure you can attest that I always overdo it like immediately, and end up making an ass of myself at the end of the night. But this one was really bad. It's like we watched the first half of the first Evil Dead. It's like 45 minutes. 45 minutes in, I said, these edibles ain't shit. I ate the other half of the one that I was given, and I took another one, which was a giant fucking mistake. By the time the first movie was like almost over, I was out. My vision was blurry. The whole world was spinning. I could feel like all the blood in my veins. I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I'm like, okay, I'll just get over it in there. It'll be fine. I did not. I felt super bad for Brendan because I was on the toilet for like 3 hours. He was like, I'm just gonna use the quick trip down the street to use the bathroom because I was stuck. I couldn't get off the fucking toilet, and eventually, so I'm right here. I want you to imagine like my bathtub, like right here.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to summon the strength. Just.
Yeah.
I fucking laid down in the bathtub until I could summon the strength to go lie down in bed. Because I was so fucked up.
Yep. That's fun.
Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Stay in school and don't do drugs. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Life lessons from the two white guys on a podcast. Anyways. All I know is that Iron Lung got uploaded to YouTube or whatever for the whatever, like you can buy it on YouTube now, and I'm just like, I watched it the other day again, and I was like, God damn, that movie's so good.
Was this your first time watching it?
No,
or?
I would watch it before. I just wanted to watch it again because I only watched it the one time in theaters, and I was like, man, I really should have gone a second time.
You really liked it though?
Oh yeah,
Nice. I really enjoyed that movie too.
do you think we'll ever get like, just because of like top of mind thinking, like a Subnautica movie?
Yes.
I feel like that would be so easy to do. I feel like because there's already like a big story in Subnautica 1, and I don't know about 2, but considering it's early access, I can't imagine it's a ton.
They could very easily do something like that, and given recent trends, I could see that happening like within the next few years, even.
I was like, it would be so easy to do like just like an unsettling like horror thing or whatever, where it's just like you just going on like a character just going underwater basically and just like exploring around, and then you see these giant, fish creatures, the leviathans or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, God damn. All I know is I saw a clip of the new big Leviathan from Subnautica 2 called the Collector Leviathan, and I'm just like, fuck no, it's not doing that. There was a friend of mine that was just like, dude, you should play Subnautica 2 with us and stuff like that. And I saw a clip of the Collector Leviathan, and I was just like, I'm good. I don't need a Cthulhu looking ass, creature coming out from the depths and snagging me and then scaring the shit out of me. Have you seen any clips from that game yet?
No, I've been trying to intentionally avoid it until I can get a chance to play it myself.
Fair enough.
I've heard it's really good though.
Yeah, there's just the one collector that basically like that kind of like roams around, and apparently he has like better AI than most just to track you down basically, because it does it like a few different ways basically. It's like one is by light, by sound. It sends out like this echo sonar thing to locate you, and I'm just like, that's terrifying.
Speaking of movies that are based on games, I'm curious as to how well the next like Five Nights at Freddy's movies is gonna do. Because with this newest one, I feel like the vast majority of people like agreed, oh, this movie's bad, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I don't honestly know. I didn't.
I mean, I saw it and I thought it was okay. Like, it was harmless.
Yeah.
It's far from the worst horror movie I've ever seen, like by a long shot, but
yeah, it's fair.
Definitely not good. It's Five Nights at Freddy's, so of course it still like did super well, but
yeah.
Because I know we're getting that. We're also getting. You've heard of Poppy Playtime before, right?
Are we getting a movie like that?
I'm almost positive we're getting a Poppy Playtime movie.
Oh shit. Yeah, I remember. I don't think I've caught up with the most recent like chapters or games or anything like that, but I know. I watched like the first couple chapters or something like that of the game, and it was like, yeah, this is really cool and really terrifying.
I think the next one is supposed to be either the last one or the second to last one. I'm not exactly sure though. Yep, Poppy Playtime movie coming out last year. What?
Was it supposed to come out last year but didn't?
I guess. It's Legendary Entertainment, same studio that made Five Nights at Freddy's. That's really funny. No official release date.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm not seeing an official release date. I'm trying to think of is there any like other like lesser known horror franchise that I've been kind of like I've noticed that I would like love to see a movie out of, and I'm really trying to rack my brain here.
Like lesser known horror. Um,
or just like something that what is kind of big but like hasn't really been adapted yet.
they could do a Fears to Fathom like mini series. I think that would be fun.
Oh, I remember what I said. I was like, they need to do an Amnesia Dark Descent movie.
Yes.
That absolutely needs to happen. I feel like that's what it was. I was like, I had a good one. What was it? And I was like, it's just one that was not adapted. And I'm like, oh God, could you imagine how good or possibility good that
Mm-hmm.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent movie could be? I think it'd be awesome.
It'd be fucking sick. Would it be an original story or would it be based like off the first game?
I mean,
Do you think?
I tend to go with like I don't really understand necessarily why some some movies like that adapt from the main thing or whatever. And I'm like, when you have the story there,
Mhm.
it's like, well, you don't want to just tell the same story. I'm like, yeah, you can take some creative liberties. That's fine. But like, when the base story is here, it's like, why don't you just use that? So I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm like, it's good. So you don't try and make your own thing unless you're like, in with the creator or something like that, or I don't know, or like have a really good understanding or concept of what it is.
One I think we're actually getting is fuck, I was right there. God damn it. Shit. No, I'm not a human. I think that's also getting a movie.
Oh,
At least something like that hasn't been announced. I think that'd be a fucking sick movie if they wanted to try doing that.
yeah.
What do you think like an Undertale movie would look like? Like, I can't.
That's an honest, great question.
I'm just looking through like indie horror stuff. Like you have Amanda the Adventurer. I think that'd be fine, I guess. If we could get like an actually good Silent Hill movie, I'd be all for that. We've
Hey,
gotten three so far, and they're all garbage. I hate
maybe
it
we'll
so
actually
much.
maybe we'll get a halfway decent Resident Evil one, so that way then Silent Hill will follow it up. It's like anything Resident Evil do, we can do better.
The next Resident Evil movie looks really, really fucking sick.
That's what I'm saying. Is like hopefully it'll
Yeah,
actually follow through on that, so we can. So then Silent Hill just goes, we can do that too.
I just found. Have you heard about the Coffin of Andy and Lele?
No.
It's that RPG horror, RPG Maker horror game where it's about a brother and a sister who are locked in their apartment. I think there's like some apocalypse or virus going on. They escape. They do like some satanic ritual, I guess.
Okay.
I the reason it's I think pretty sure I'm pretty sure the main reason it's noteworthy is because I think the brother and sister have sex in it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's awkward and it's weird and I hate to say it, but you can tell just from like the first chapter or whatever, like that's exactly where it's going.
Yeah.
There's way too Listen, I've never watched a playthrough of it, okay? These are just things that I've heard. Don't judge me.
It's fair.
Ooh, mouth washing. That'd be fun. Well, not fun, really. But
Mouthwashing would be fun. What a sentence.
I honestly just want more. Aside from just like an adaptation of something, or even not even a sequel of the Backrooms, I just want Kane Pixels to make another movie. Because another one of his series that went gangbusters is a completely original thing called The Oldest View. Super, super amazing YouTube series if you've never sat down and watched it. So I'd like to just see what. Like A24 gives them just a bunch of money and says, here, do something cool with it. I think that'd be fucking sick. I'd be all for that, 100%.
Yeah.
Chilo's Art. He's the developer I was trying to think of. He is a Japanese developer, actually. He makes a whole bunch of like horror games set in Japan, centered primarily around like evil spirits and stalkers and stuff like that.
Mm.
I think if he got the opportunity to make his own movie, he could do some really cool shit with it. I will fucking want to die if they give the Garten of Ban games a movie. Those games are so memed on for just being awful garbage. Like the worst example of mascot horror there is.
Yeah. That is true.
So yeah, there are things that they can do in terms of like indie horror games being made into movies. We just gotta get there, I guess. Was there anything that at the state of play that you were hoping to see? I guess is a good question.
I mean, generally just like probably was like I think me and my brother were kind of hoping to see anything from I don't know, Square, I guess. I was like, they announced they announced the Dragon Quest 12, they because after like all this time like that we hadn't seen it basically. And then they did like a live stream for it, like just a small little thing. And it was like announcing of the game. They've rebranded the game in essence because they've had to restart from the ground up on it. Yeah, I said the same thing too, and I was like, apparently I guess, apparently there was a lot. They said on the live stream there was a lot of internal shifting around, and I think they wanted to intend in the end to take the game into a different direction than they were originally going for. And so it's just like, here's the game as it is now. It looks good.
Okay.
But it's probably going to be. They didn't have a release date for it or anything like that. They said that the story they have planned for it, they're really excited for. So I'm gonna be optimistic about it because I think that if there's one series that Square especially doesn't really want to mess up when it like on top of like Final Fantasy is definitely Dragon Quest. It's like one of their mainstays. It's one of the franchises they're known for. So I don't know. Yeah, I was like, I was kind of hoping like maybe we'd actually see something Kingdom Hearts 4.
The thing I saw a lot of people asking for was, oh yeah, we're finally gonna get the. They say this for every state of play, like we're finally gonna get the Bloodborne PS5 patch. It's coming this time, guys.
I know.
How many times is it? Are you guys gonna?
How many times
we
gotta do this, old man?
Before you finally get it into your thick skulls that is just never gonna frickin' happen.
Exactly. It's like keep dreaming.
Since our last podcast, both 007 First Light and Forza Horizon 6 came out.
It's true.
I've heard lukewarm things about both of them, if we're gonna be honest.
It's fair. I was like, I haven't heard anything about either, so. It's like I knew they both came out. I was just like, I just don't know.
So I've heard 007 plays a lot like the old 007 games mixed with a bit of Uncharted, which is good. I think that's what a lot of people were expecting. A mix of 007, Hitman, Sleeping Dogs, and Uncharted. If you're a fan of any of those games, there's a good chance you'll enjoy this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we expected, so hey.
The big complaint... So I heard... So Forza Horizon 6, obviously, is really good. People... It's Forza Horizon. It's like the racing game franchise right now. Aside from, obviously, Mario Kart, but... The big complaint that I heard a lot of people had with this one, which is something I can honestly see where they're coming from, is they're playing it a little too safe. I haven't tried it myself, so, take this with a grain of salt, I guess, but they didn't really try anything new with this Forza Horizon, and people were kind of hoping they'd, lean more into like the story aspects of the game, or try something a bit new for the Forza Horizon franchise.
That's fair.
The guy who used to be the director back on Forza Horizon during like Forza Horizon 3, when a lot of people insist the franchise was at its peak, which I mean, I personally disagree. I loved Forza Horizon 4 so fucking much. But he said the games could definitely use a bit more of a spark, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what that would be, if we're being honest, but
Just get a new coat of paint on there.
I guess.
Like change something up or something like that.
I know he's made his own studio, and I know he's working on his like spiritual successor to the Forza franchise, Horizon franchise. I'm not sure what that's going to be or what that's going to look like, but I guess we'll understand more of where he's coming from when that eventually comes out. But Mike Brown, his new game Clutch, the studio's debut racer, which is still alive despite losing Amazon support. Yeah, that's right. He thinks the cars should be more like customizable, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Which I get the desire from like big car guys to want to modify their cars. Me personally, I don't give a shit. Just put me in whatever and let me go forward, and I'm happy.
Yeah,
basically.
I think he's just trying to keep people like what's gonna keep people coming back or interested in what's gonna make people spend more time in the like in a game like this or whatever. And it's like being able to customize cars or and stuff like that would incentivize people to like go for cosmetics or whatever. If like you have to like do a certain amount of races to unlock a cosmetic or something like that. I don't really know how that would work, but
the marketplace in general, also in the Forza games, needs. I will say that's the one thing that needs an overhaul. Those are really, really fucking clunky.
Yeah.
You can play for like a good like 20, 30 hours and still not be able to afford much of anything, really.
Yeah, that's fair.
I had to grind for so long to get the Warthog in that game. It like actually pissed me off.
Yeah, and maybe that's just the general overhaul he's talking about potentially. It's just like maybe don't take forever.
Hey, though, I hear you get to race a mech in this one, so that's pretty cool. They already... Oh my fucking god. There's 5 DLCs. There's 11 DLCs for this game. It just came out.
Are they just like cosmetics and stuff?
It came out like 10 days ago. So, Forza Horizon 6 expansions bundle. What is this? 2 upcoming games expansions. Expansion 1. So it's mainly just pre-ordering like new cars, new maps and stuff.
Oh, so they're DLCs that will come out in the future then, basically?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you bought like a season pass or something like that, you have them all or whatever, and then when they come out, you'll just get them.
There's also the car pass that comes with 30 new cars. Why wouldn't you just include that with the base game?
Because money.
The DLC it was released the same day as the game was. That's bullshit.
Money.
The Italian Passion Pack.
Italian Passion Pack.
So it's just a bunch of...
I was like, is there a bunch of Ferraris?
Yeah, basically. No, it's exactly 2 of them for $10. So yeah, maybe don't monetize these games so aggressively also.
That might help.
That maybe... Of course, though, like you were saying, gotta make that money.
Gotta make that money, bro. Gotta make that money.
Gotta incentivize people to buy the premium edition.
Exactly.
They're already gonna play it for free on Game Pass. Why not charge them another, $50, $60 to get all the stuff that should have been in there to begin with?
Why stop at 60 or 70? We could go up to 100.
It's probably going to be at that because I guarantee once these 2 expansions come out, they're going to put out more of them.
Yeah.
Like expansion 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6.
Yep.
I don't remember. So I don't think you can even. Forza Horizon 4 was delisted because of copyrighted music and stuff, so you can't look there. Oh yeah, oh my fucking.
Is it
Forza Horizon
better
5
or worse
has
than what Capcom does with a lot of their games?
I'd say about as much. Forza Horizon 5 has 52 DLCs.
Oh, that'll.
Jesus Christ. That is absurd. I'm guessing you're talking like Street Fighter, right? For Capcom?
Like Street Fighter or like isn't Monster Hunter like another pretty bad one too?
I think so. Alright, so there was only 9 DLCs for Street Fighter 6.
Hey, look at
Problem
that.
is that they're all so fucking expensive is
Yeah,
the thing. They're not nickeling and diming you like Forza Horizon 5.
So instead of nickel and dime, they're just gonna be like, all right, here's a bunch of them in like one pack, basically.
$30 for 4 characters. Fuck off, Capcom. I love you guys, but not that much. Let's check out Monster Hunter. I'm interested now. The newest one was Wilds, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I remember World
194 DLCs.
Yeah. Wasn't
$562? What?
Wasn't Worlds also pretty bad about that too?
Let's check out Worlds. I'm interested now. This is fascinating. Monster Hunter World. Even more, 200.
Even more? Good Lord.
200 DLCs. I think that's the most DLCs I've ever seen for anything. I'm curious now. I wonder if there's a statistic. What game on Steam has the most DLCs?
Oh boy. It's gonna be some like long running game probably. Like would CS:GO count? Anything that has like a 99-cent like skin thing or something like that.
How much does? Let's see. So I'm guessing those are just in-game purchases because right now it says there's nothing for CS:GO.
Okay.
According to
must be market just like the
Google
marketplace or whatever then.
Fantasy Grounds, it's a Dungeons and Dragons basically type game.
Interesting.
I want you to guess how many DLCs there are for this.
350.
Higher.
What the fuck do you mean higher?
This game
400
has
450.
Wait, you're way off. Keep going.
What the fuck do you mean?
Higher.
1,000?
Higher.
You're shitting me.
Nope. Higher.
1,200? 15? 2,000?
All right, you're right there. Fantasy Grounds has 1,996 DLCs.
What do you mean? Well, also at that point, why wouldn't you just go 2,000? Just make 4 more bullshit ones, and then just say we have 2,000 DLC.
Let's see how much it would cost to buy everything. Does it? There's not even a buy everything option. Yeah. So many of them are like Pathfinder RPGs,
doesn't even fucking
campaign
bother.
Settings. They're all like $20 too. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ. What is this, like every D&D book basically ever existed?
I guess so. Virtual tabletop for pen and paper RPGs supporting D&D 3.5, 4E, 5E, Pathfinder, and more with character creation, online gaming, and customization tools.
So I'm not wrong. Not necessarily wrong.
It's like the quintessential D&D type thing. You can also incorporate Fantasy Grounds Virtual Tabletop, which, oh my god, 3,830 DLCs.
What do you mean? Is this like every mini imaginable? Like, what is happening?
Eastern Medieval Pack, Eastern Buildings Map Pack, Drixanian Companion, D&D Tyranny of Dragons. Holy shit. Oh, hey, the Swamp Map Pack is on sale, 20% off. My God.
Yeah.
I mean, it's free to play, so you can get
Sure.
it for free.
Whatever you say, man.
You know what? Forza, you're doing A-okay. You just keep doing you. My gosh. Holy shit.
Yep.
Didn't think I'd be going down that rabbit hole today.
There's a lot of rabbit holes we didn't think we were going to go down. I don't know. I was like, I haven't stopped my recording. We're at like 2 hours, but with a few stoppages, I have no idea what exactly we're at. But I feel like we should probably stop there.
Yeah. Train Simulator has 422 DLCs, valued at nearly $5,000.
Good Lord.
Let's never let Billy's dad access Steam.
Never.
So with that,
thank y'all so much for watching and or listening to this ramble fest / whatever. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Everything else, like and subscribe, do all the stuff.
If you're listening to us on one of our podcast on a podcast platform like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, be sure to leave us a nice little rating. It's always does a lot to help us out. Thank you to Pablo for always being yourself. Thanks for watching.
Remember, always praise the goat.
Praise him.
You know who that is. Anyway, bye-bye.